Shalom, shalom. I is your brother Yarash Ma from the GMS Champaign, Illinois camp. For all things, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth with righteousness and sincerity. All right, shalom. Now, this is just going to be a little quick hit that I found and ran across this article from CNBC.com. Just showing you that hyperinflation is here and it's here to stay. All right, the dollar is going out the door. It's crashing. All right, pretty soon people are not going to be able to afford to pay for necessities, which would be water, food, shelter, clothing. All right, all those things are becoming increasingly difficult to obtain. And this is gonna increase the homeless rate by a large margin. All right. Now this is just in Manhattan, but this is actually happening all across New York. All right. And this is to spread to the rest of the country as well. It says Manhattan renters face sticker shock with average rent at $5,200. Now it says the median rent for Manhattan apartment in November hit $4,033, up to $3,964 in October, according to the report in Douglas Amin and Manuel Samuel. The average rent, which is often skewed by luxury sales, fell slightly for the month, but is still up 19% over last year, hitting $5,249 in November. The rise in New York rent also adds pressure to overall inflation, since rents are a large component of inflation indexes, and New York is the largest nation rental market. Manhattan rose 2% in November, dashing hopes that prices would cool and forcing many renters to give up their leases or downsize, according to brokers. The median rent for Manhattan apartment November hit $4,033, up to $3,006 in October, according to a report from Douglas and Manuel Samuel. The average rent is often... Didn't I just read this? I just went over this. I'm going to start right here. It says, the increase continued to defy predictions that New York sky high rent would fall after the summer and give renters some relief after rents hit all-time records. While renters are easing in many parts of the country, New York rents remain stubbornly high, and the number of unrented or empty apartments remains low. Rents are not coming down as quickly as many would hope. The rise in New York rent also adds pressure to the overall inflation, since... I read that too. It says Manhattan rents are so high that many tenants have started to balk at prices, either moving out of the city or finding smaller, less expensive rentals. The number of new leases signed in November plummeted 39% over October, making this the biggest decline since the start of the pandemic in 2020, according to Miller. All right. So if these people are not, 39% of the people are, not buying these houses or renting these houses out, renting these apartments and houses out, then that's either they're scuffling to homelessness, they're choosing to move out of the city altogether. All right, but either way, it's a struggle. All right, we are in the times of struggle. All right, hey, this is Jacob's trouble. I'm just gonna grab that just to start it off. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right, so Jacob's trouble is on the way, and these are the beginning effects, man. Inflation, poverty. All these are. If I could grab another scripture real quick, this just clicked in my head. Shalake, bear with me real quick. This is Matthew. Should I start at 8? Yeah, I'm gonna start at it. Shalakia real quick, Akia. So chapter. Yeah, this is Matthew 24. I'm gonna start at 6. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And these last few decades, I would say since, well, war has been a continuing thing, but ever since 2001, when 9/11 happened, it's been just constant wars and rumors of wars, and World War III has been on the brink of happening, and we are closer than ever now. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be many famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places," which that is happening daily. And all these are the beginning of sorrows, all right? So all the things that we're seeing taking place is just the beginning of what's to come, man, all right? Because Jacob's trouble is going to be intensified, man. All right, the homeless rate is going to skyrocket. You think it's something now. I'm talking about, man, people are not going to be able to afford a loaf of bread, let alone, a house over their head. These are the times that we are coming into, man. This place is crashing. It said there is some gridlock, says Bess Friedman, CEO of Brown Harris Stevenson. In 2021, rents took off like a rocket, and now tenants are stuck. People aren't going to sign new leases at these prices. They're just too expensive. Landlords need to start getting more reasonable. All right, and on the landlords tip, all right, their property taxes and things are and mortgage are shooting up as well. So they have to increase the price of rent, all right, to supplement, all right, the prices of their wage. They have to increase their price, all right, to pay what they need to pay, man. So it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah, they could take less to fill the tenants up, all right, but they'll still be, fighting up a sleep stove. It says Freeman said that one of her friends faced a rent increase of 30% with a recent lease renewal. She felt like she was being gouged. Yeah. Vacancy rates remain low, putting little pressure on landlords to lower rents anytime. The vacancy rate in November was 2.4%, still below the historic norm in Manhattan of about 3%, according to Miller Samuel. All right, but pretty soon, people are not. The prices are going to get so ridiculous that they're going to feel that. All right, they're gonna. These people are gonna feel that we can't afford it. People are gonna go back to living families bucked up. Like they like to say about Issachar. Packed like Mexicans. All right, everybody's gonna go back to about 10 to a household. Because you're gonna be required to do that, man. All right, people are gonna be required to do that. Grab something real quick. Where is it at? Grab this in Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, "In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few." And when you go to that word grinders, it just means workers. "And those that look out the window be darkened, and the door shall be shut in the streets. And when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up to the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." All right. So with this dollar crashing, businesses going out of business. All right, you got these small time businesses going out of business. All right, it all has an effect on the economy. All right, with this hyperinflation. All right, the Federal Reserve is overprinting money. I believe in the last 3 years, they printed out more money than they have in the history of printing money. So, lets you know that this thing is systematically designed. This bubble is designed to pop eventually, right? And it's going to pop soon. These devils planned on bringing in a new currency, a digital currency. All right. They're going to reset it all. If you people have been noticing that cryptocurrency billionaires have been getting killed left and right. Why is that, man? All right, maybe because he wants to bring his own currency in. All right, we're coming into those times, man. All right, where everything is finna change, man. So brothers, you get stressed at work, and don't worry, man, because pretty soon ain't nobody finna be working, man. Things are about to get real, and you're gonna need the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, on your side to endure through this. Isaiah 19:14, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither there shall be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. All right. Now America is spiritually Egypt. It's spiritually Babylon. All right. So this is can be referred to the United States, to America. And that day Egypt be like unto a woman, it shall be afraid and fear because of shaking of the hand of the Lords of hosts, which he shaketh over. All right. So it's going to be a lot of trial. It's going to be a lot of tribulations, a lot of troubles going over here in America, man. Pretty soon people are going to be out of work, not working, no income. All right, that's when he is going to bring in that digital currency, and he's going to try to give the people a universal pay. All right, what you're going to have to more than likely receive the chip. All right, to receive, and all right, and if you receive that chip, which is the mark, all right, your ass is going to be put down. All right, the Lord is going to burn you with a fervent heat. All right, nuclear destruction is going to be all upon your ass. All right, we're coming into those times. Revelation 18:22, it says, and the voice of the harpers and musicians and the pipers and trumpets shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of the millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee. All right, so all these craftsmen, all these workers, all right, it's not gonna be that anymore pretty soon, man. All right, he is already has the infrastructure and the technology to replace all this work with artificial intelligence, which he plans on to doing. All right, so scary times are coming, brothers. Just 2nd Esdras 9:11, measure the time diligently, man, in itself. Hey, we're just being watchmen. So keep pushing, brothers. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. All right, until next time, Akim, Shalom.